How many times can you reuse the same excuse until somebody finally realizes that you're lying?
Ooh.
You know?
How many grandmas do you actually have?
Totally. Like that classic. I'm sorry I can't do my big project for work because my grandma died. I mean, you can get away with it 6 or 7 times, maybe.
What?
Well, I mean, if there's a lot of divorce in your family, I can definitely see it.
Eventually, by the 9th or 10th grandma, the boss is going to start to catch on.
I think after the first.
I have a lot of stepfathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the crazier the explanation, the harder it is to recycle them. And we have a listener on the phone who's had something that was actually terrible happen to him decades ago. And he's still using it to get out of things to this day.
What the
If
heck?
anybody found out what he was doing, he'd get into huge trouble. You're going to hear what it is in a brand new mass speaker coming up at 7:10.
You don't know me.
Confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, when I was 9, my dad and I were reading Reader's Digest and found an ad for a free month of Depends diapers. So we wrote my uncle's name and address down and submitted it. He got them a couple weeks later and called everyone trying to figure out who it was.
So funny.
We knew he was angry and never told him. To this day, everyone suspects it was my other uncle. His
That's pretty
uncle
funny.
was mad. Probably till he tried the diaper on and was like, wait a second.
Wait,
This is amazing.
these are dependable.
God, stuck in traffic doesn't matter now.
Never using a toilet again.
All right.
But if you have a diaper full of secrets that you'd like to dispose of, you can bring them over here to the mass speaker.
Wow, we're like a diaper genie.
Yeah, we've got a guy on the phone who wants to use us as his diaper genie. He wants to go by Shane today. Shane, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, that was quite the setup for you, Shane. How you feeling about that?
I'm okay. Yeah, you guys are masking my voice, right?
Yep.
yeah, you're good to go, bro.
And we even masked that cough right at the beginning of your sentence.
Can't help anything about the smell, though. That's kind of something you got to deal with. But voice changer's on. You're the mass speaker. Whenever you're ready, Shane, let's hear your confession.
Okay. Well, this is something I never really told anybody, but about a week before I graduated from high school, my family had a huge house fire.
Oh my
no.
God, that's terrible. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I mean, nobody was home, like nobody was hurt or nothing.
Oh, thank goodness.
But we lost everything
Oh,
in
wow,
that fire.
okay.
And that's not the secret part. I'm just something you need to know.
You okay?
Yeah, nobody in the neighborhood knew. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a secret fire.
and I didn't do it. I mean, that's not the secret. Let me
Okay.
just say
Thank
that
God.
right now.
Okay.
That's good.
But like I said, I was in high school and I was taking advanced chemistry, and a huge part of my grade was all about this lab and notebook that we had to keep the entire semester, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest, I was way behind on that project.
Yeah. It was your senior year. You probably were over it by that point.
Yeah, I mean, I was, but I was way behind. And after the fire, I remember I told my teacher that the notebook was lost in the fire.
God.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm sorry. If I was in high school and I had a house fire, I would have lost everything.
Yeah. I also lost our final that's due in 2 months.
Yeah.
I feel like you deserve to get away with that, though, for a fire.
I mean, thank God you were going to high school before every lab ever was online.
What did
know?
your teacher say?
Well, the teacher was actually super cool and understanding. Gave me 100% for the assignment.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
nice.
damn.
Is it sad that we're all shocked? Because I could easily see a teacher being like, oh, was it burned in your house fire? Prove it.
What kind of teachers
What,
did
yeah,
you
what are you
have?
talking about?
When you tell them, oh my God, my homework got destroyed, teachers never believe you.
I
Either
think
way.
it probably was in the news and his
Yeah.
house burnt down.
Well,
Like-
Jose, that's because your homework was getting mysteriously destroyed every single week.
Yeah.
Your dogs ate it, then aliens abducted it.
Someone smoked it.
And for some reason, his mom still had a doctor's note always for
I
him.
know.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
she did.
I'm not surprised your teachers wouldn't believe you, but his excuse was actually legit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in the news. I had pictures and stuff. And plus,
Okay.
it was pretty obvious because, like, we had lost all our clothes and, like, everything.
It's cool he was nice about it.
So why is that, like, what's a confession with that, though?
Well, later that night, actually, when my parents were driving me home, I found the half-completed notebook in the car.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the whole time you knew it was a lie.
Me too.
I didn't know that you actually
Yeah.
believed it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I thought the same, Brooke.
Yeah.
So did you turn that in?
I tossed that thing in the trash as soon as I could.
Yeah. Don't turn that in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that is not a lie to be ashamed of, sir.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, a part of me felt kind of bad, but I swore myself to secrecy. Like, I would never tell anybody.
Right. Because
Yeah.
you feel guilty
course.
about it. For sure, you're playing on somebody's, like,
Yeah.
empathy.
But here's the thing that I really feel bad about.
Oh, there's more.
When I went off to college,
Uh-huh.
I used to hang out with this girl. I would skip class every week just to hang out with her. I mean, like, I was
Oh,
really
yeah.
infatuated.
Totally.
I think we all had someone like
Young,
that.
young love.
You need a physical education, too. So gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. And so, like, then there was this one day where I did a 10 class, and the professor goes something like, okay, it's time to turn in your research notebooks.
Oh.
Oh,
Those notebooks count for 60% of your grade.
oh no.
Did you know you were supposed to have a research notebook?
I did not.
Becky didn't count as your research notebook?
Oh, dude.
I know. And so I went to the professor after hours, and I used the same excuse. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
man, my house burnt down.
No.
The notebook was in there.
Oh,
No.
wait, now everything was in the house fire.
Well, you probably have old pictures that you could pull up to show them.
I did. I showed them pictures. I was like, this is the remains of my house.
Oh, my God.
Okay, now this
Darn
one's
it.
bad.
I feel like even now today at your job, your boss asks you something, you're like, dude, house fire.
Yeah.
Here. Pull up these old pics from 20 years
They start
ago.
to think, is this guy an arsonist?
Yeah.
For real though, I haven't used it in my job yet, but like I kind of think that I could.
You're ready.
I feel like if you shared this actually with your family, they'd be like, oh my God, I use the excuse too. For this.
It's the house fire that keeps on giving.
Oh.
Sorry, I can't
Well-
make your wedding. My house burned down 15 years ago.
At least you got an education because of it? Or
Yeah,
a degree?
hey, you
Well,
got through an education.
know.
I got the degree. I don't
There you
remember
go.
much in that class.
Yeah, but I bet you remember what that girl Becca taught you that year.
You should call her professor.
You
know?
should. Text in 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you the next mass speaker. Your phone tap's coming up next.